see how they can be a blessing for God. Church, there's a big difference between a fan and a follower. Church, I want to submit to you today that God is looking for some sincere followers who will hold on to his unchanging hand and do everything they can for the cause of Christ and for the case of the kingdom. God is looking for some true, sincere followers. Come on, go with me with the text. It's Luke chapter 9, and Jesus is now teaching kingdom propaganda. Church, salvation is free. But discipleship is going to cost you something. Listen, if your walk with Jesus costs you nothing, you are not a follower. You just a fan. Tap your neighbor and say, what are you, a fan or a follower? What's the text? Three men who are not named, all of a sudden they decide they're going to be pictures of what followers ought to look like, but all three fail miserably. And it's noteworthy to mention that neither of their names are mentioned. And I believe in my study of the Greek New Testament that whenever a name is left out, that it's not important. It's just a principle that I call anonymity of inclusivity. That means that it's not mentioned because you might have to put your name there. You might have to put your, now y'all listen to me, come on. The first man comes and says, Lord, I'll follow you. Jesus says, well, foxes have holes, the birds of the air have their nests, but the Son of Man have nowhere to lay his head. Second man, Jesus says, come and follow me. And he says, hold up now, hold up, let me go home and bury my father. But Jesus lowers the boom on him and says, let the dead bury the dead. The last man says, Lord, I will follow you. And he says, but let me go home and say goodbye to my family. Jesus says basically because you want to live your life looking in the rearview mirror, let the door hit you because I got to keep moving forward without you. Church, we're living in a generation where people are fans instead of a generation of followers. I believe the body of Christ is training people to get their blessing, get their praise on. But the truth of the matter is, we need to make them understand that they are not going to make it to heaven without a cross on their shoulder.